Hi guys, so it's a little bit of a different one today. Those of you that have watched a few of my videos, you will know that my little boy has special needs and some medical conditions. Now, for years and years, I'll just get comfy. For years and years, I have given blood. And then there was a thing on the TV a few weeks ago, a young lad that needed blood stem cells for a type of blood cancer that he had, and his mum was on the telly explaining that there's not that many people actually going through the process to give the blood stem cells. So she explained that if you just phoned up or you got in touch with this company called DKMS, then they would start the process and start the ball rolling for you. It's a very simple process. You contact them. I filled out an online form and they then sent me a letter with some swabs and a returns envelope in. Now the company is called DKMS, and I wanted to do this video today because I've given blood for a long time. And there's no feeling like when you get that text saying that your blood donation has been issued to a hospital. It makes you feel good. It does something for you that really gives you a boost and makes you think, you know what, I've done something great. So when this came along about the blood stem cells, I contacted them, and today I've received a letter with my kit. So I'll go through the kit with you. I wanted to show you this because I'm trying to drum up more people to actually go through the process. At the minute, there's not enough. There would never ever be enough for the demand of people that need these donations to save their lives. But if I can drum up more awareness, and if I can get more people to go through this process and to donate, then I'm doing something positive. So the letter that I've got, it says, Dear Joanne, we would like to thank you for taking the first steps to becoming a lifesaver. Enclosed within this letter are your cheek swabs, swab wallet, free post envelope and your personalised barcodes located in the top right corner of this letter. Follow the instructions on the inside of the swab wallet, but please note that we now ask you to provide 3 swabs, so you should rub and rotate the first swab on the inside of one cheek for 60 seconds. Now do the same with the second and the third swab, alternating the cheek each time. So you will start on this cheek, rub the swab for 60 seconds. The second swab you will do on this cheek, rub and rotate the swab for 60 seconds. And then the third swab will be on this cheek. Once we have received your swabs, you will be notified by email and we will send them to our laboratory to determine your tissue type. This data will then be made available in worldwide searches to find a donor for every person in need of a blood stem cell donation. In the event of your tissue type being a match for someone, we will get in touch with you via the contact details you have provided. So it is important that you let us know if any of your details change. Visit dkms.org.uk/update my details to update your details at any time. Now, the actual email address is there. That's really important. So if you're considering doing this, that's the email address for the process. I actually went on the DKMS Bone Marrow Donor Centre website, and that's where I've started this process. So that's the letter. Then also in your little pack you get this. Now this is your envelope to send your swabs back. This is your little wallet that you put your swabs in, and then you put them in the envelope. And it says on this, I'll just read this out because I think it's really important and you can't have enough information on something like this. So it says on this, the purpose of this kit is to obtain tissue cells from your mouth for genetic typing in the hope you will be matched to a patient in need of a blood stem cell donation. It's easy to do. Open the plastic packaging and take out the swabs, making sure you do not touch the tips with your fingers. Please use each swab only once to take a tissue sample as follows. Rub the tip of the first swab along the inside of your cheeks, applying some pressure for at least 60 seconds. It says include the areas between the cheeks and the upper and lower gums. Make sure to gather enough cells from both sides of your mouth by rotating the swab and moving it in an up and down motion. Saliva alone is not enough. Now do the same with the second and third swab, alternating the cheek each time. Now I'm not sure whether you do one on this cheek and then you do, or you're alternating the same swab. Make sure to gather enough cells from both sides of your mouth by rotating the swab and moving it in a... Right, I think from what I'm seeing on here, each swab is to do both sides. So you're not doing one in this side, then one in this side, then one in this side. You're actually using the same swab and doing both sides of your mouth with each one. These are your swabs. Now it does say once you've done it that you need to let it dry for 5 minutes before you put it in an envelope, and you're not allowed to let it touch any surfaces. So what I'll have to do is do the swab for 60 seconds and then I'll have to hold it for 5 minutes, and I'll have to do the same with the other two. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just show you how to do one swab, and then the other two I'll do off camera because it's going to take a long time and I'll be on camera for too long if I'm going to go through all 3 swabs. But I needed to do this video because this is vitally important. There are people that are missing out because people don't know about this process, and it's a simple process. The actual blood stem cells, it is a long process and it does take a few days to actually make the donation. They give you injections to stimulate growth and this, that and the other. That's another video. If I ever get chosen to donate, then I will do a video on it. This is the process of just setting yourself up on the database so that you're there in case anybody needs it. So I'll get one swab out. I will if I can figure out how to open the packet. Do you know, I'm so rubbish opening packets on camera. I have to be the worst person in the world for opening packets on camera. It's not doing as it's told. It's been an absolute pain. Yay, we're in! So, I'm going to do the first swab. So you will put it on the inside of your cheek and you will swirl it and rub up and down, and it needs to go in between your gums, top and bottom as well, and then on the other side, and you do this for 60 seconds. Okay, so that's the swab. There is a difference. It has swollen up, as you can see. Between the others, it does swell up and absorb. So I'll hold that now for 5 minutes, and I'll do the other swabs, and then I will put them, once they've dried for 5 minutes, in the envelope. Put on that envelope in the envelope that I've just dropped on the floor, and then I'll send them back off. It's second class, so they'll probably receive that around the end of the week. This is the process in the UK. I'm not sure what the process is in America, but I'm sure if you Google it, you will find out. I can't stress enough how important things like this are. People are not aware of the process. People are not aware what to do. I wasn't aware, and I've given blood for years, and I wasn't aware about it. It was only when I saw this young lad on the TV, and it resonated with me a little bit because my son's got some medical conditions. So yeah, anybody interested in the UK, like I say, the company is called DKMS. and it says We Delete Blood Cancer. That's the company. It's a simple process and you're saving somebody's life. So I don't often say, well, I don't actually ever say this on my videos, but please like this video, please share this video, and please make more people aware of the process, and then we can get more people on the books, and then we can save more lives, and that's got to be a good thing. Thank you for listening to this video today.